Welcome. I've um, uh, I've always wanted to state one thing, that once the US attacks Iran, what will happen is that the Iranian people will come together and attack back. And therefore, it is not wise for the US to attack Iran directly, because the US cannot win a ground war against Iran. First of all, the Iran terrain is very difficult because it is mountainous. And then also the Iranians, they have got different missile systems to attack back the US. Now, the recent developments have it that the US warplanes have been seen fueling in Honolulu, that is in Hawaii, off the east coast of the US. And word has it that they are most likely going to move to Diego Garcia. So we wait to see that. And you can also see that the US has also recalled most of its important personnel in the US bases, for example, in Al Udeid in Qatar. So what is going to happen in the next few days remains to be seen. But for sure, it's like there's a push on Donald Trump. There's a hand that is somehow pushing Donald Trump from somewhere to be able to fight Iran and to capitulate or annihilate the regime in Iran. But this has been very, very difficult because Iran is solid and Iran has expected this for many years, and they have practiced for such scenarios. They have also warned Turkey and told Turkey and other US allies in the Middle East that if you allow your countries to be used as bases or as centers that are centers for attacks against Iran, then we are also going to attack you and come to your countries and bring wrath to your countries. Remember, in the 12-day war, Iran warned Europe, the countries in the Europe, for example, UK, France, Germany, because they wanted to support US strikes against Iran. But Iran told them, our missiles can be able to reach your countries. And therefore, if you join US in attacking us, then we are also going to bomb you right in your countries. So it is totally difficult for Trump to be supported by his European allies. And so we await to see the scenario as it unfolds. Now, you realize that Iran has also launched complaints against the UN, against the US in the UN Assembly. For example, they are claiming of the demonstrators, they were infiltrated by Western agents who caused even burning of mosques and killing of innocent people, and they caused a lot of destruction. So this, we are waiting to see the resolutions that the UN body will come up with, but we are also waiting to see that what Trump will decide after ordering his personnel to come out of the Middle East. So we are waiting to see whether the military bases in the US will be vacated, and we are waiting to see whether the US will send in forces, ground forces, or even the Air Force. We are waiting to see what will happen. But if Delta Force can be able to attack Maduro in Venezuela, why are they not attacking Khamenei, the Ayatollah in Iran? Because the dynamics are very different. Remember, the US wants us to believe that it is a superpower and that it has got all that force. But why were they, if you look at what happened or how they captured Maduro, it was an inside job. The people in Venezuela are the ones who gave up Maduro. And this has been very difficult because the leadership in Iran is not that easy to penetrate, because these are people who are solid together, and it is very hard for them to give up Khamenei. And remember also that these same people, they have appointed from the Ayatollah, who is Khamenei now, there are 6 other people in that hierarchy, so that in case Khamenei goes, another one comes up. So it is difficult. It is a war that could take decades without ending. and the US may not even be able to achieve its decades. So it remains to be seen, and this is a situation that is going to unfold as time goes by. Thank you very much.